After that, you can sit anywhere in the bus. That means forget of reservation. But apart from that, you can sit anywhere. Front seat ticket is same, back seat ticket is same. The same thing is here. These orbitals are degenerated. Once electron is here, it can move anywhere. But from here to here, there is energy gap. So electron will not move easily in this orbital. No doubt, energy is required. So here, first electron, this is clockwise spin. Second electron, that is having anti-clockwise spin. So two electrons of 2s orbitals we have discussed. Then 2p x, only one electron, and 2p y, only one electron. 2p z, why we are writing out 2p z 0? Actually, 2p z orbital is there, but in that orbital, electron is not there. This is the difference. But we have to mention the orbital. Now, when reaction starts, we have to supply some energy. This energy is called as energy of activation. By absorbing that energy of activation, reaction starts. So what happens exactly? This electron absorbs that energy of activation and get excited to higher level. So this electron from 2s will move to the whatever vacant orbital is there. So 2s electron 1, 2px and 2py, and this electron enters over here. So this is called as excited state. But as we are exciting this 2s electron into 2p, the energy gap between 2s and 2p decreases. They are at now same level, and therefore we are saying this state as hybrid state. Hybrid means mixing here. So s orbital is mixing with p, and we are getting some new orbital. This is called as hybrid shape, hybrid state. Now you are aware what is the meaning of that? All four orbitals are having same energy. Here this energy is comparable. This is not that 1s electron we are exciting into 2p. 2s electron and 2p electron, very minor difference. So these two orbitals are comparable. Whereas here, these four orbitals are having same energy. What is the word used for that? Degenerated. So all now four orbitals are degenerated, having one electron in each of the orbital according to Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. What valence bond theory says? Unpaired electron is able to form bond. Here four unpaired electrons are there. Now carbon can form four bonds. In previous example, carbon can able to form only two bonds because two unpaired electrons are there. But after hybridization, we are having four electrons unpaired, and therefore carbon can form now four bonds. So I have to show the bonding electron in the dotted line arrow. This means what? Electrons from hydrogen. Number of hydrogen atom 4. Everywhere there is electron in S shell. So S electrons are entering over here, and we are getting formation of bond. Now, this is the hybrid state. So this is the mixing of orbital. Of course, whenever mixing is there, we have to carry out recasting also. And so, we are mixing out one spherical orbital with three dumbbell shaped orbital. So, resulting orbitals are having somewhat disturbed shape. P orbitals are having difference, having angle of 90 degree between two, whereas S orbital equally distributed. So mixing result we are able to obtain like this type of structure. This is major lobe, minor lobe, major lobe, minor lobe, same way major lobe, minor lobe. Now try to understand the first this concept. This shape is called as tetrahedral. Tetrahedral means having 4 heads over here. And now this tetrahedral structure we have to explain. Just look at my hands. These 3. Okay, from this angle you can able to observe 3 are there. 1 is protruding out and 2 are going back. And 1 is at top. So this is the top one. And these 3, they are here. 1, 2, 3. They are not on the plane. This is 3-dimensional structure. This one is protruding out, means coming towards you. Whereas these 2 are going at back direction. And this is in vertical. So anyway, the bond angle between these orbital is fixed. Here to here, bond angle is 108.5, or in proper 108.29. So 108 degree 29 minutes, or 108.5 approximately we can say. The same way here, this bond angle, don't consider this is an acute angle. This is protruding out and this orbital is going back. So bond angle here, that is also same, that is 108.5. So everywhere you are having same angle, the 108.5. This is 4 hydrogen orbitals. There is no requirement of hybridization, so they are having same shape. They are overlapping over here, and this way methane molecule is formed. So central atom is carbon, whereas peripheral 4 atoms are there, they are of hydrogen. So this is the practically structure. These orbitals are arranging in space in such a way that there should be maximum distance between them and minimum repulsion between them. So this is the possible structure. This structure is called as tetrahedral structure. Now we can say this way also, carbon. I am giving you this line structure now, or dash structure rather. Here hydrogen are attached and bond angle here is 108 degree 28 minutes, or simply we can say 108.5 degree. So this is the structure of methane. Now obvious question we can ask, this is the bonding, this is the hybridization structure. In this hybridization structure, what is the role of carbon atom, s orbital, and what is the role of p? So there is 1 s and 3 p orbitals are involved. Try to recollect, we have discussed this 1, 2, 3 and 4. So s orbital is 1 and these 3 orbitals are p. So we have to say these 3 orbitals of p and 1 of s. So we have to say this is sp3 hybridization. Why this is called as sp3 hybridization? Because 1 orbital of s and 3 orbitals of p, they are overlapping here, and so we are calling this as sp3 hybridization. Now in this sp3 hybridization, there is 1 orbital of s and 3 orbitals of p. So total 4 orbitals are there. So now you are aware that this is sp3 hybridization, and in this sp3 hybridization, 1 orbital is s and 3 orbitals of p. So we are calling this as sp3 hybridization. In this sp3 hybridization, we are sure that 1 orbital is s and 3 orbitals are p. So total there are 4 orbitals. Out of 4, 1 orbital is s. So out of 100, what is the number of s orbital? We can check out. It is 1 by 4 multiplied by 100, that means 25. So here we can say s character is 25% and p character is 75%. So what is the peculiarity of sp3 hybridization? 25% s character and 75% p character. So this is about hybridization. First structure we have discussed, tetrahedral structure of methane, where structure is not at all distorted. Same to same structure is observed. You can able to observe tetrahedral shape in various way, like in computer also some screensavers are there. In that screensaver you can able to observe this tetrahedral shape very nicely. So I have to revise in short. In case of methane, actually central atom is carbon, it should be divalent according to VBT. But by introducing concept of hybridization, we are making it tetravalent, or we are rather explaining the tetravalency of that carbon. So first thing, that there is mixing and recasting of orbitals. So first important thing, what is hybridization? Hybridization is mixing and recasting of orbitals. Now here we have discussed the structure of methane. We discussed that one s orbital is mixing with 3p orbital. So hybridization name is sp3 hybridization, whereas structure name is tetrahedral structure. And third important thing, S character is 25%. Now let us discuss another structure. That structure is, now let us discuss structure of ammonia. So again, hydrogen electronic configuration 1s1, nitrogen electronic configuration atomic number is 7. So electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Now this is the structure of electronic configuration of nitrogen. 3 unpaired electrons are there which can overlap with 3 orbitals of s. So there is no need of hybridization according to electronic configuration. But with respect to bond angle, we have to go for hybridization. So first part that we are writing out here, ground state electronic configuration. Now you are familiar from previous example that this is 2s orbital and these 3 2px, 2py and 2pz degenerated orbitals are there. There is energy gap. Now in excited state, what most we can do, that we have to excite electron, but there is no vacant orbital here in order to excite electron, because all orbitals are complete having one electron. So just show that one electron goes here, but that will make no sense. And then the important state, that is hybrid state. We can have 4 electrons. We can have, sorry, not 4, we can have 3 unpaired electron and 1 pair. So now I am showing here because this is degenerated. So there is no meaning that electron pair is here, 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 anywhere. And 3 electrons are unpaired. Now as one s orbital is there and 3p orbitals are there, this hybridization is called as sp3 hybridization, because these 3 are mixing out, recasting. Now there is question. This pair, we are calling this as lone pair of electron. Again question is there, how pair can be lone?